Just checking that we are live. Should be. All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Can, and if I can, you can too. Today, we are going to be looking at some channels and also discussing TubeBuddy. I'm really doing this for a couple of reasons. I want to be able to give back. Oops, sorry if there's a little slight echo. I see 6 people are here. Seekerism says, sup at Andrew Can. Here to watch your channel reviews. Hope all is good, man. Things are going really well, but I want to give value to those at home. So I'm testing some things for the 24-hour quarantine stream we're doing at TubeBuddy. So that is going to be seen now. So if anyone subscribes or does anything like that, we should, in theory, have some cool little pop-ups happening as well as something for Super Chat. So I'm actually super excited to go ahead and get this started. And we, of course, are going to be looking at channels as they come in. So overall, it's going to be a really, really fun stream. I'm excited to see what happens because you really never know. So I have everything set up for what I want to do. So while we wait for some people to come in the chat, I'm going to talk about some stuff at TubeBuddy today because we're going to look at some of the features, some of the really fun stuff. And of course, if you would like to have any of the features, you can install TubeBuddy absolutely for free. There's also free trial links I can give, but you can get 25% off any TubeBuddy license in the comments down below or in the description using tubebuddy.com/can. So if you would like a channel review, please let me know in the chat. But overall, I'm really excited. I see Christina Smallhorn. Oh my God, Andrew, I've missed you. It is good to see you. Congratulations on your growing and blowing up on the channel. Really awesome to see people winning, especially on when you know them for so long. So it's been really cool to see how you've been developing and growing. So that being said, I want to zoom in on the chat here. Don't know why. And there is Daniel. Oh, there's trouble right there. No. How's it going, Daniel? I'm basically doing some tests for how this is going to look for when we do our quarantine stream. It's going to be a little more high-tech than this, but I have some alerts set up. Hopefully, everything works well. So, welcome, Angels E and V. So, if anyone would like a channel review, please let me know. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and show off some TubeBuddy features you may not know. Well, I hope you know them, Daniel, but I'm talking to everyone else. So, I would love one. He live says IBZ. I'd love one as I'm in a review week now. So I will go ahead and pull up your channel, Angels E and V. And of course, it's being weird on this side. So, whoops. Why did it do that? Oh, well, we will figure this out together because that's the best way to grow, right? Isn't that what we all tell ourselves? All right, let me just pull up your channel. It's being a little weird today. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Christina Smallhorn. That does mean a lot. How you do, and dude, love TubeBuddy as well. I'm old. I may know them, but I've forgotten about them. So let me pull you up, Angels E and V. I also need to see why that didn't work. Because I have it set up, and in theory, it should have worked. Oh, it did work. Wow, I guess I got to work on that delay. But Christina Smallhorn, thank you so much for the $9 or $10 super chat. And of course, if you'd like a channel review, I know you're looking and working with Daryl, but if you would like one from little old me, I can always take a look at it too. Thank you so much. And hey, you're the first one with an alert. So those are working. I got to work on that timing though. Let me know if you could read it, if everything looked good on that, because this is serving double purpose. So this is also testing. White Rice says, how you doing? I'm doing well. But before we go on, I want to take a look at your channel, Angels E and V, entertainment and vlogs, mukbang cooking. Awesome. So before we do that, I want to bring in studio mode. And I didn't work on this fancy transition for nothing. And I transitioned to myself. Well, there we go. That's my fault. So let's transition again. And it's the normal transition. You know, that's what I get for trying to show off and be fancy. I am on TubeBuddy, but oh well, I guess we'll stay on TubeBuddy. That'll work. So, the first thing I'm going to be taking a look at is, I see you have your WhatsApp, but one thing I'd be very mindful of is, okay, so it's not being cut off, but one thing that is some of your lettering here is being cut Daniel Batal, thank you, or Battalion, I know that. Daniel Batal, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And eventually, this pop-up will work. I just got to fix that. Oh, there it is. Thank you. So thank you very much for the $20 super chat. That does mean a lot. And the alerts are working. The bargain reviewer, RPM Nexus, says, yo, AK, what's up, dude? Looking at some really good channels today. And of course, it is good to have a lot of people in here. It's fun. I've missed streaming. Content is coming soon to the channel, but first and number one priority is TubeBuddy. So when I look here, Angels ENV, I know that you do entertainment, you do vlogs, you do mukbang cooking. The only thing I would say that I would like to see is just, I guess, when you post. And I'd also maybe work on getting, if you do want to promote off platform, I would say be very mindful that you want to try your best to keep it kind of consistent in your linking. So like you can find me at everything Angels ENV. I see you have Angel Young for your Facebook page, but it's just kind of, you know, try to be a little consistent there. I see you have a TubeBuddy affiliate, so you get brownie points with me. But thank you for featuring that. I'm not sure if that's always there, if you did it for this. One thing I would say, just kind of looking at a face value here, is when you are doing, you mentioned that you're doing entertainment, you're doing vlogs and mukbang cooking. One of the things I would say is you should have dedicated playlists, maybe even in that order. So maybe you can say you have all my content, which isn't bad, but maybe you have a little bit more specific of playlists. So you can say entertaining content from Angels ENV just for your core audience, but I'd even try to make them searchable. So obviously I would talk about trying to find ways that make sense for what you are trying to do with your channel here. Since you're doing mukbang cooking, or mukbang, however you pronounce it, I might be incorrect on that, but I see you have a lot of created playlists, but they're not featured in a way that's, I would say, really helping you. So what I would do is I might make your channel name Angels ENV, recent uploads, might stay up to date with me. And the reason I say that is because if you're a vlogger, you want to make sure your most recent content is there. And I also say this because ideally you want this to show up in search, right? So this one from YouTube can sometimes show up in recommended, but it can never show up in search. So ideally, if you create one yourself, it can show up in search, and that's really what you want to do. I see Waplin Boys, what's up, bro? Can you check out my channel? I will add you to the queue. Mukbang, says Daniel. Maybe. I will probably ask my girlfriend. How do you pronounce it, Tiff? Mukbang. All right. Thank you. And that was Tiff from the Peanut Gallery looking at me and going, why am I dating him? I hope not. So, all right, let's keep looking here. Another thing I want to just make sure we take a look at is, I see you have the community tab. I want to know if you're active there. Okay, you are. So you posted, you are pretty active here. You have decent engagement. Congratulations on the 50,000 views. One thing I've been telling a lot of people, especially if you have access to the community tab, is you want to make sure you're using it. I see that a lot of people are unsure what they should focus on when it comes to the community tab. So what I've been telling people is test and keep testing on what works for you, because every channel is going to have something different that kind of hits for them when it comes to the community tabs. So for what we found at TubeBuddy, polling our audience has worked really well as sharing our friends. But you don't want to overshare your friends or even yourself. You want to find that perfect balance. But because you have that community tab, and you talk about you're doing entertainment, vlog, and mukbang, you want to make sure you have that balance to not only share yourself, but other people as well. So I think that is a really good opportunity, not just for you, but for anyone really watching. So it's just something I wanted to bring up. So as we transition back, it's good to see that you're active here. One thing I would say is when it comes to the SEO here, I would say this is fine. Hey guys, my name is Angelica and I run the channel Angels ENV. Just in case anyone is searching for your channel name, this will show up, especially on Google search. This is something that a lot of people are unaware of, and I think it's just another opportunity for you to show up in that way. Hello, real life clean living. Great to see you as well. So I'm working on a channel banner already, but I'd still love a review. You're awesome, by the way. Well, thank you. I will add you to the queue, and that's not just because you're flattering me. Oh, I accidentally pulled up white rice. I'm not sure if you'd like a channel review. However, I believe it was supposed to be the Waplin Boys. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So Get the Waplin boys. We have them here. I'll add white rice there because this is kind of the cue we're working with. So I did recognize the Jamaican flag. Makes sense. I'm Jamaican. Very interesting. Overall, what I'd say from where I stand, I think you have a decent idea of what you're wanting to do. What I would say you should really focus on is making sure, and Daniel will tell you this, that it's clear what your audience is looking for, like what your value proposition is. If it's just entertainment and vlogs, that's a little more difficult to find in search, but it doesn't mean that it's not bad content. It's just like when you're creating content like this, what you're really hoping for is that you connect strongly with your core audience. And because you're kind of splitting the thing, but honestly, mukbang, vlogs, and entertainment, they're all in that kind of category anyway. I would take a look and see what's really been working for you in the past. So we can go to the videos here, sort by, all uploads, all videos. And I want to see, they put it over here. Sort by, let's go most popular for you. And so when we look here, I see you have best of Tony Baker voiceover clips. That seems to be doing well for you, but it seems that 50 subs in 1 day, small YouTubers, watch this now, Betty Crocker, super moist cake mix hack. I guess it's a little confusing. One thing I'd be very careful of is doing content like this, small YouTuber, let's do this, grow together. Sub for sub is against the YouTube terms of service. And if you are having a difficult time growing, I would not recommend doing things like this. If YouTube sees this and thinks that this is a sub for sub thing, it can immediately shut you down. So be very careful. You said my niche, I don't understand. So essentially a niche or niche, depending how you pronounce it. I'm not going to get into that argument because a lot of people will say there's a different way to say it. When it comes down to a niche, it's essentially who you are trying to reach with your content. For you, you're saying mukbang, but when I look here, I'm seeing you're doing vlogs, you're doing entertainment, but what's most popular is this clips from this voiceover artist. You're doing a lot of lives. I would say just it seems like you're kind of all over the place, and what's kind of been working, at least from the video form, has been more of the stuff around cake, and it just seems you're kind of all over the place. So I'd say find what you're most passionate about, because again, this is if you're trying to grow the channel, which I'm assuming you are. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you're under monetization review, welcome, Paul Peck. Great to see you. If you're under monetization review, it can take up to 30 days. Keep in mind that because of the whole situation in the world right now, that it might take a little bit longer. But when it comes to your channel, I'd give you probably a solid C+. But keep in mind, I'm going to C+ to just that. I'd go to an F if you're doing the Let's Grow Together stuff, because that to me is like, that can be the kiss of death for a channel, and I'd hate to see you lose your channel for it. So just be very careful when you're doing that. But if you stop doing that and focus more on like developing your audience, because when you do stuff like Let's Grow Together, what sadly happens is most of the time those people care more about a number than actually engaging in your content. So that's what I'd say there. I'd give you a C+, which is passing, but because I'm seeing the Let's Grow Together stuff and that kind of scares me, I'm going on the F- on that, but just be very careful. Overall, I do enjoy your channel. I think you have decent stuff. It's just finding what's been working and really focusing down on that. So Susie Valentine Realtor says, hi, Andrew. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to see a lot of people. It feels a little, in self-isolation. It's a little isolating. But the next people we are going to be checking out is the Waplin boys. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So here we are. So the first thing I see is a TikTok right here. You're linking to your TikTok. So all you say is subscribe and like. You show your TikTok. I guess, are you trying to grow a YouTube channel or your TikTok? Because the way I'm going to focus on this is you're trying to grow your YouTube channel. I would try to keep people on site instead of leading them to TikTok. Unless this channel is all about pointing people to your TikTok, that might make sense. And maybe you're feeding your TikTok to your YouTube. I'm not sure your plan there. But as a YouTube channel goes, try to keep it focused on what you're trying to do. If again, the core is the TikTok, maybe keep then. But it's a little confusing. So the next thing I see was I was in a coma, but I heard everything, a true story. It looks like you might be doing reaction content. So yes, it seems like you're doing reaction content, but ironically, one thing that's a little missing, and I guess this is just who you are, is if you are doing this kind of reaction-based content, maybe you're reacting to TikToks, maybe you make that a little more clear. Because as it is, I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding. Hello, Electra. Good to see you. 30-day review says no idea what the channel is about. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Even if you put helping you find the best TikToks daily, maybe you do daily, that's a great value. I mean, people are loving TikTok. You can also maybe work with TikTokers if that's what they're called. Can you tell that I am not on the TikToks? My girlfriend is, and so is her brother, but I'm holding against it. I don't know why. This is where I feel old man. I get the appeal, but I also miss the Vine train, so maybe I'm just slow. What was that?
I miss Vine, so that's why
If you hear that, that would be my girlfriend. But if you're doing reaction, okay, so you are. The one thing I would say is keep this vertical, because if they're on a mobile device or anything like this, I would maybe they would have to scroll down like they're doing here. And I would keep in mind that anytime someone has to scroll on your device or actually have to actively work to find your content, that's not what I'd recommend. Keep it focused on making it an easy experience for your viewer. Think about how easy, I know people love TikTok because of how easy the algorithm makes it to find content. I shouldn't have to work to find the content on your channel. So when it comes here, another thing I'd say is you have reactions, but to what? Is it looks, and again, I don't know if these are TikToks, maybe you put your channel name reactions or something like that, because playlists can be searchable and you don't actively describe this playlist either. Similar to what we saw on Angel's ENV, I'd recommend that you put maybe you create a custom uploads for all your newest one. You can put Waplin Boys? Okay, I'm just going to say Waplin Boys for now until I'm corrected. But you can put Waplin Boys recent uploads, just so that's something if people are looking for it. Sorry I'm late, says Urban Explorer, aka Neil. Never late. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm happy to see you. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces. So it's just a little confusing. I see you have challenges and you put older videos. Maybe you've changed since then, but keep in mind that since you're doing reactions, that this is going to be very reactionary is given, but it's going to be more trend based. So one thing that I'd recommend for you, especially, is you can look at the trends that are on TikTok, maybe react to some of those within the day if you're trying to do TikTok reactions. Again, it's a little confusing what the focus of the channel is. And if I look at about, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Waplin Boys. I'm just a kid that loves God, family, and Christmas and enjoys making people laugh. I post almost every 2 days at one. So you see this right here, I post almost every 2 days. That should be up here because again, make it easy for someone who's never seen your channel to understand what's going on. The more I have to dig, the harder it is for me to get a clear idea of what's happening. What I do on this channel is reactions, challenges, true stories, scary animations, mystery riddles. So it seems like you do a lot of content. I would maybe, again, similar to what we did for Angel's ENV, look at kind of what's been working on your channel and kind of go on that. And maybe it is the reaction series you do. But I saw earlier you had a couple of old challenges that did pretty decent for you. So I would say when it comes here, like you obviously have some older content and maybe you're just kind of figuring it all out. But I would say what makes you the happiest that you're creating and focus your energy towards that. Because right now it seems like it's the reactions and the story times. And if that's what's bringing you the most joy, that's what I'd recommend you kind of stick with. But it's not bad. It just needs some improvement. Just make it a little easier for people to find your content and to really understand what you're about. And I think you'll have a lot better of a time finding what people like. So Andrew can you please check out my channel? I will add you to our queue. You are put to the back of the queue. So if I were to give you a grade, I would say that you're kind of restructuring, maybe rebuilding your channel. And I would say, because it's a little unclear what you're doing, I can see that you've been on YouTube for a while. Angels ENV, what's the best app to make a channel banner? If you would like a free app, there is Canva. So canva.com, that is something I could recommend. But if I were to give you a grade, I'd probably sit you at a C to C minus. And that's just because I would say, I don't think your thumbnails are bad. Just like really figure out what you want to do with your channel and keep having fun with the content you're creating. But if you want to grow your YouTube channel, focus your channel on growing that. But if you want to grow your TikTok, then maybe that should be that kind of focus. And it just really depends on what you want as a creator. Welcome, Hybrid Steel. Great to see you. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of where to go. Just trying to see what we can do here. So yeah. LOL, I said Canva first. There's also a delay. Keep that in mind. So maybe I already said it, but because we're on a delay because of the stream. So yeah, some interesting channels thus far today. Enjoying everything I'm looking at. Just one thing to keep in mind, and this is a kind of a reoccurring theme you may see with these channel reviews, is that if one person is doing something or is doing something maybe you forgot, you can add that while things are going on, because the more we do and the more you look at other people, the more you can benefit yourself. 30-day reviews says, have I earned an A+ yet? LOL, hope you and all your people are healthy, sir. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat 30-day reviews. Thankfully, because of my job with TubeBuddy, I've been able to stay and work from home like I always did. I am healthy. I am working out more. I'm just enjoying things. And there is the alert. I have definitely got to fix that. I see from Emilio Takas. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So 30-day reviews, you are going up in the queue. Keep in mind, as I have in the ticker tape, and as I said earlier, that super chats always take priority. So we have, oh man, 19,000. Sometimes I look at a channel and it's like, and there is the little reminder. Got that thing working, thankfully. I was very, very afraid I wouldn't have it working. However, I will look at both of your channel. Wait, Andrew works for TubeBuddy. So that's actually super funny. One time on my own TubeBuddy video, someone's like, hey, TubeBuddy already has a video guy. Leave the videos to him. But I'm like, I am the video guy. And then he's like, oh, I didn't even realize. So I don't know if I look different on my own channel or he just genuinely didn't make the connection. But apparently. However, let's go back to these channel reviews. Looking here, I see we have Ayushi ASMR. Again, you will learn that my strength is not pronunciation. However, looking here, you're an ASMR based channel. I will say it's a little confusing because I see a very beautiful beach, but I wouldn't necessarily get ASMR from this. So maybe you can have you with a microphone, and maybe you can tell us like new ASMR videos. It seems you do daily or every 3 or so days. So I would say maybe tell us a little more about the ASMRs you do. Urban Explorer says, I can't afford this because I'm not Paul Peck, but I thank you for being a good person. Neil, thank you so much. And thank you for the kind words. I'm just doing my best to give some value. I love the little animation, and that's Buddy from TubeBuddy. He works. You can thank the amazing Anna from the TubeBuddy team. She designed Buddy and animated him all herself. However, oh, I pronounced the name correctly. Guys, it happened. I finally did it. This is for the ASMR channel. This is your Andrew ASMR of clapping. So, as we look back, since you're doing ASMR, it seems that you have a lot of different sounds. I would literally, and maybe you already have done this, but it's not featured, I would set up your channel to have a trailer. This doesn't have to be like a dedicated trailer. It could just be a video that you feel best represents your channel, or it could be a popular one that kind of shows what you're doing. Okay, you said, yeah, I'm working on a channel banner. So you can take that as some advice. Put your upload schedule, put why we should subscribe for your ASMRs, things like that, because as it is, it's a little confusing. But I would keep all of that when you're going. I would like to see some more playlists, and I'll check if you've already made them, because you may have. Okay, so yeah, you do have playlists. Feature some of these. Paul Peck, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And he says, kiss my grits, Neil. Oh gosh, we're back on hashtag team. All right, we'll put it in the chat. Hashtag team grits or team oatmeal. Hey Tiff, are you team grits or team oatmeal?
Neither.
All right, she's her lone wolf. That is my girlfriend from the Peanut Gallery. So, as I was saying a little bit earlier, I'd like to see these playlists featured, and maybe when you make your banner, you can tell us kind of like what kind of ASMR you do, because I'm seeing a lot of different, and maybe this is, again, I don't know the most about ASMR. I know some things, but I would say just maybe feature some of your most popular ASMRs, because I can see your thumbnails are they're solid. They show an idea of what you're doing. I really like this one, and maybe you're changing your design slightly. I think what's more important than what I like is what really works for you. So if I look here, ASMR, fast and aggressive tapping, fast and aggressive. So maybe you put fast and aggressive ASMR in a playlist if you don't already have that, and you feature that. And you kind of can see what's been working here. Seekerism says hashtag neither, hashtag team girlfriend. So if you don't like either of those, you're hashtag team Tiffany or team Tiff, because she doesn't like when I call. So looking here, I see that like you clearly have an audience and you have good thumbnails. They're very short and to the point. I would just say feature the content more. Now, one thing for you, because you have, I see you have polls here, I would really look at what's been popular for you and kind of dig deep into that. Oh my gosh, we finally have a community tab. This is good stuff. I like the photos. You're getting good engagement. Keep using this community tab. And the reason I'm bringing up the community tab a lot more now is because more and more people are getting it, and it is such a powerful resource. Fun fact, YouTube says that people that interact there are more likely to see you in other ways, and it counts as account activity. So if you can't make an upload, maybe interact with your content and audience there. Just an idea. You could share an old video. Ideally, what I would do if you can't put out a video, because I understand we're in weird times, is look at what's been popular and say, hey, would you guys like a video on X, and see how they react. That's what I'd recommend. So that looks pretty good there too. Hello everyone. So one thing I would say as well is the way YouTube is going to do this on both YouTube and Google is I would recommend putting this line up here and just making sure. Another thing is you have an upload schedule. Make sure you put that in your new banner so it's a little more clear. Overall though, from what I'm seeing, you started in June 20th, 2019. Looks really good. You have about 2,000 subscribers. I'd give you a solid B, maybe a B minus. I'll go for a B minus, because if you can upload, put more of your playlists up front, make yourself a better channel banner. I can see your thumbnails are working for the audience you're trying to build, and you have a clear focus on your niche. So Angels E and V, you asked a little bit earlier on what is a niche, and it's again an area of focus of what you're trying to reach. And for Ayushi ASMR, hitting it out of the park, they know they want to do ASMR. Just make your channel a little bit easier for people looking for ASMR content to find the stuff they're interested in. And I see you have playlists, so just feature them a little bit more. I see from Emilio oh gosh, this is where Emilio Tavares Lima. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for great quality. You're great. My name is from Edinburgh, Scotland. Welcome. Sorry I cannot pronounce names. That is unfortunately a thing I can't do well. But we're going to transition back. Again, just dial in the focus, make it super easy for new people to figure out the content they want to watch and what they want to see. The easier you do that, the better. So thank you for letting me look at your channel. I greatly appreciate it. Now, 30-day reviews. Apparently an A+ from me is your white whale. That's a Moby Dick reference for, everyone out there. We're all huge readers, right? So, popular men's grooming product reviews. Love it. Makes sense. If anyone's looking for men's grooming product reviews, great. I see that. I'm not sure how you're doing this. Maybe you can sort this by most popular. Maybe you have it like this so it doesn't look like you're not uploading content. Makes sense. You have mustache wax reviews. I see content in here. You have top 3 mustache wax by category. And this is a great example of a very clearly defined playlist, well described. This is searchable, can show up in search, killing it. Beard balm reviews. Again, very simple, doing very well. The view wise, I'm a little, concerned about. However, one thing I'm wondering, and maybe this is something you have, I'm just not seeing it, but 30-day reviews, do you have tutorial-based content? Because, for example, I know when I needed help on this stuff, it's great that you're reviewing this stuff, but are you showing how to use it? And maybe what's the difference between the two? I know you might be doing it in the reviews, but that could be a way you feed into one another on the channel. I'm pretty sure I've said that. Welcome, Beanie Draws. Great to see you here. I get really happy when I see people. Ayushi ASMR says, thank you so much. This really helped. Well, I'm very happy. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to look at your channel on your time. So going back to 30-day reviews, that's just an idea. I love how you have men grooming lifestyle, Friday uploads, you link to your website. Makes a lot of sense. Going to the about, welcome. Here are 30-day reviews. We go beyond unboxing. Love it. It's very clear, very concise to what you have up here. If you'd like me to use your product, makes sense. I like how you explain this just in case someone has recognized you before. I want to look at your videos and I want to focus a little bit more on I know you used to do a lot more, but I'm just curious. So yes, we see some of the old stuff you did, but I like how this nose, ear, brow trimmer is working. And I see that a lot of your theming and some of your older videos are starting to show up here, and that makes me really happy because it means that people are starting to come over. Star UK Star TV says, how are you, Mr. Can? I'm good. Welcome, Farm All Fanatic. So, I mean, you're doing really well. I guess I can check your community tab. See, are you doing it? Perfect. 1 day ago. How often are you using grooming products during this lockdown? Honestly, once a week. I'll give you a vote. Good to see that you're using it. Makes me happy to see. Overall 30-day reviews. I've looked at your channel well. What I would like to do is, because I know have had a few, I would maybe put recent content. Maybe you do recent 30-day reviews. Obviously, that kind of fits naturally to what you're doing. And even if it's not, you can kind of stretch that. Let's look at Beard, the Spice Sandalwood Beard Balm by Ranger. So let's see kind of what we're seeing. Go ahead and drop you a like here. So, all right, I would like to see a little more thought into the tagging space. I'm seeing that this wasn't shared on Twitter. I'm seeing that you didn't pin a comment. 30-day reviews, more like slacking for 30 days. So close to that A+. So close. But it is good to see that you are getting 6 of 20 suggested videos are from you. So that means that for us here at TubeBuddy, we are getting suggested. Obviously, for other people, it might be different, but we are seeing a lot of your content being suggested on your channel. So that's good. Again, maybe just step that up. Overall, we're right here where we are. We're not an A-, but we're in an A. We'll get to that coveted A+ one day, but not today. Not today. So close. Until I looked at that video, I was like, this is going to be the one. I looked at that video. So, well, thank you, Mikey Vlogs. You just subscribed. I really do appreciate that. Andrew Can pun. You got that right. So, if you look over there, that's a fun little cute corgi I have because I'm testing also subscribers for what we're doing later. Andrew Can, they were shared just through Buffer. So, that might just be something we need to look at more in TubeBuddy, but we're not being able to see. 30-day review says, ouch, LOL. Well, I gotta be honest with my heart, and that's how I feel. So, we're in A. You're so close, but for you, I know, because I don't want to see any slacking. All right, the next channel up is Emilio Takis. All right, I mean, Like, just looking here, very, very clear that you have either a cinematography, photography background. Amelia Takas, new videos every week. I clearly can see shake transitions, so you're doing a lot of Final Cut Pro X tutorials, gear reviews for YouTubers and creators, video editing corner, tips for video creators and YouTubers, popular uploads. Makes a lot of sense. They're smart. They're titled well. Tips for video creators and YouTubers. The only thing I would say is when you're doing this, make sure to repeat the title naturally and organically, similar to the other SEO practices. Hey, Andrew, I don't know if you saw my last 4 requests, but can I get... Oh, yes, of course, Christina. I'm so sorry. I've just been a little focused here. I know you also super chatted way earlier, so you are, again, folks, top of the queue, but that's just kind of how this works. So you are added back to the queue. So with this, aspect ratio is explained. I mean, I can tell you're going for maybe a minimalist aesthetic. I think this really pops. You look really good here. The only critique I would say is maybe put like another line of text just so it's a little more clear. New videos every week, helping you produce better content, something around that. Obviously, that's just a very rough, but obviously you know what you're doing when it comes to the content creation side. The only thing I would say is, because you have a decent following here, is make sure that you're using your name value. And maybe you just call this Emilio Takas Recent Uploads. Again, that's something that's super simple. It's very, very missed, but sometimes it's the simple things that we don't think about that can really change. White Rice says, I'm going to a film school right now. What's your experience? Well, I also went to film school. And whoo, Star UK Star TV, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It really does mean a lot. 30-day review says to blow up the head a little bit more. I don't know if it's that. Maybe it's because it's the black on black. It just, like, I can see that there is some separation, but maybe that because of that it's a little different. I think that you have very good thumbnails, very clear on what you're trying to do. The views are pretty decent for the subscriber, what I'm seeing. I like your channel a good amount. I want to see what you have in your about, and just, I love creating. I would work on your about as well. You say, hi, I'm Emilio Takas. I love creating sometimes photos and videos, and just like really make this a little better to what you have on your channel now. You may have set this up when you started. I mean, 772,577 views, doing really well on that front. You have a good amount of subscribers. Never thought about placing the name in the uploads. Great for SEO as well. Thank you so much. All right, I'm glad I'm providing value, because sometimes I'll be honest, you see a channel that's very clear they have a good idea of what they're doing, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm... Some channels, like 30-day reviews is a great example. I'm like, all right, time to bring out the fine... I don't have a magnifying glass, but Snapple magnifying glass, and you got to really search through what they're doing. So sometimes, especially when you see things like that, it's a little intimidating, but we're pushing through, because if I can, guys, everyone out there can too. That's the goal. So again, maybe you just include some of the stuff you're doing up here in the about, all these other things for the SEO. I mean, the SEO on the other playlist is really good. I would say I would scrap the vertical here, similar for what we did earlier for the God, again, I apologize because pronunciation is never the strong suit for me, but I think it was Naplin Boys or Waplin. Not Naplin, Waplin. Beanie Draws, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. It really does mean a lot. And Star UK Star TV, I'm not sure if you wanted a channel review or not, so I'll put you right here behind Christina. And Beanie, I'll pull you up just because. Oh, and okay, so super stickers do, but it identifies them as super chat. Interesting. We're learning, folks. But yeah, that's just another thing I'd say. Again, it's just one of those things where I see your channel, I see what you're doing. I guess I can look at your channel tags. Makes a lot of sense. Final Cut Pro, all this really, really good. Makes sense. No complaints. I guess I would like to break down. Let's look at one of your more easy screen shake transition. I want to look at the SEO. Let's go this. 20 people watching according to this on the side. Okay, so here's some really interesting things. So one thing I want to keep in mind, and this is how YouTube is looking at it, since this is more of a searchable video, is that you want to make sure that your title is organically written out in your title, description, and tags. So what you'll notice is you're ranking for your name, makes sense. Screen shake transition, because it's in your title, you're ranking. Same here and here, but you're not necessarily ranking for the FCPX tutorial because you called it Final Cut Pro X. Maybe if you put tutorial after that, you have a better chance there. Plugins, you might be using it, but again, for this video, really focus in on easy screen shake transition, Final Cut Pro X. So if I was to look at this, and if I were to do some, again, I have not seen your video until now. So let's go Final Cut Pro X screen shake. Just a very simple thing. I like the alert. It helps me. So did you know your mobile device has 10 times more germs and bacteria on it than a toilet handle? If possible, can I get a review? Of course. You can get a review, and thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Man, we are getting a good amount today, and I'm very happy to see. Not only that, but thank you everyone for coming out. It does mean a lot. It's been a bit since I've done a review stream, but honestly, getting to see so many different channels, I hope everyone's still creating. I hope everyone is staying safe and doing their part during these weird and uncertain times. So thank you everyone who's come to the stream. Thank you for everyone for giving me the opportunity to look at all your channels. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. As we transition back, so Final Cut Pro X screen shake. Very simple. This is a great example of just another way people might be looking for it. And sure enough, you rank for it. So that's something I don't see here. Again, it's just keeping the relevancy to what you have titled. And again, they're just other ways people might search for it. I see you have some love on Reddit. Hopefully, if that was you, yes, it was you. So make sure that you are interacting with anyone who has. I don't see any comments, but you know, that's social monitor there. I see you have one mention on Twitter. This super chat is for White Rice. He can go before me. RPM Nexus, thank you so much for the $5 super chat on behalf of White Rice. I will move him up just here. Beanie Draws, I can't lose you in the queue. I'm losing the queue, folks. I am so sorry. We're getting more than I expected. But the reason I'm taking a little more time for you, Emilio, is because you're doing so much right. It's one of those things, I'll drop you a like, that I kind of have to get technical for that very reason. And again, I think this is searchable. I mean, easy screen shake transition, Final Cut Pro. Just make sure you're finding the relevancy between the title, description, tags. You have a pinned comment. You're doing everything we recommend. You've shared it on Facebook. You're getting similar videos, so YouTube clearly sees what you're doing. You have an artless video, so that's clearly a targeted ad. Hopefully you're working with them, and if not, I would, because they're running ads on your content. So, Emilio, I mean, like, God, it is such a smart channel. Like the SEO, like it's nitpicky stuff, which is so easy for you to work on. For my first experience in looking at your content, I mean, it's going to be an easy F-. And you may be like, what is with the F-? What, are you too good to feature friends? Are you above being a part of a community, sir? No, I'm joking. I'm just giving you a hard time. But Emilio, in all seriousness, maybe consider featuring other channels. Maybe you have. I may have actually, before I say that. No, you don't feature any other channels. It might be something nice you can do. If you've worked with anyone, things like that. Want to check? You're active in your community tab. Looks really good. One thing I would take a look at is maybe polling the audience a little more, because I'm seeing you have a lot of photos and I'm not seeing as high engagement. What I found, especially when trying to get an audience new to it, start doing like polls in other ways. Honestly, like I said, I'm just trying to nitpick because clearly the content is good. It's just, I got to find something. So I'm going to give you, I'm gonna be a little hard grader. I'm going to give you a B+ to A-. And there's just some minor things you can easily fix that would bring you higher. But hopefully you can appreciate the jokes and hopefully you understand. I think you have a fantastic channel. There's really not much, technically speaking, I can talk about. It's just some little things. MS Life Mastery says, can I buy a review? I am still doing free reviews. I can add you to the queue. Just keep in mind that we do have some super chat reviews, so they always take the priority because, you know, they put money towards it. So you are added to the queue. However, Emilio, thank you so much for letting me look at your channel. Hopefully you understood. I mean, it's just so good. Like, it's hard for me to get too technical, like some SEO stuff, but overall, really good channel. So, whoa. We have some changes here. You're no longer holding a house, you have a whole city, Christina. What is this? You're holding a city, Christina, single-handedly holding up New Orleans. But I see you have fine, tiny manufactured homes you can buy on Amazon for, I'm not sure what the 400, but that view count, so good, so good. Emilio says, Andrew Can, thank you, Andrew. Much love, and I hope to meet you in one of the upcoming conferences once this whole situation is over. Emilio, I would love to meet you as well. And, you know, if don't be a stranger. Reach out on Twitter, reach out here on YouTube. Would love to see. 30-day review says, big changes, looks nice. So, I mean, I have to give this 2 thumbs, because there are 2 thumbs up. I like the banner. It's simple. I like how you said, oh, let me move this. Subscribe for weekly content. Good. Real estate with Christina Smallhorn. Makes sense? Growing, blowing up. Amazing. Ooh, love the reaction. The views are really sky high compared to last time I looked. Again, maybe Daryl says differently. I would always put your name, recent upload, just for the people looking for your content, or you can look for something else. Again, my main reason for that is just so that if someone is searching, that this content can be suggested to them as well. It doesn't mean much, especially like some people are like, well, it's only 5%, but 5% can be big, especially no matter how big the size. You can always do the fundamentals. More of a joint effort. Neil made my banner. I suck at making them. So mobile homes manufactured, love it. I mean, this has really been popping for you, like just looking at the views. So obviously I would say keep on that. I like how you have DIY projects to add a value to a home. Very, very searchable. And again, going back to some of the questions on what's a niche or niche. This is a great example of it. Christina's knocking it out of the park. I mean, she's growing exponentially fast. She's doing a lot right. Anna. Hi. Hello. That is one of my coworkers, TubeBuddy. Comparing home value around the country looks really good. We have 1.9 thousand views 2 months. I mean, your content is going well. You have your popular uploads. You got really good branding. You're finding what works well for you when it comes inside in terms of content you enjoy making. I mean, this is just really cool. It's so awesome to see you explode in growth. And actually, this is fun for a lot of the people in the chat. You know, I'm reminded of my friends a lot. 1 second. We're going to use the fancy transition for this one. Because why not? So let's transition. Of course, it didn't work. But yeah, you can see some of the fun little stickers I have. I'm a sticker junkie, so yeah. I see you every day when I'm on my laptop. So just wanted to show that. However, Christina, you're doing really well. I guess I don't really know what you want me to look at. I know you've been working with Daryl. I know you've been really pumping it out. So my name is Christina Smallhorn. Great. Your real estate whisperer for Ascension Paris. I'm a realtor in the greater Baton Rouge area. My channel provides videos that include buying homes. Perfect. This is natural. It flows. There's some SEO in there. Visit my website. Buy Whisperer merch. Looks great. Can't complain. On a video per video basis, I mean, like if we look here, I'm pretty sure you may not have been focusing on the SEO on this, or maybe you have. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, you still have some. It looks good. I think because of your authority in modular homes especially, like you can do really well. Jonathan Batchelor, woohoo, laptop stickers. I've got my TubeBuddy sticker proudly displayed as well. Thank you, John. Good to see you. It seems my coworkers are bombing the stream. However, guys, good news for the Corn stream. All the alerts are working. He says before they do not work when we go to when we go live. So love seeing this. The Facebook shares alone is incredible. Reddit love. I mean, Reddit's a hard beast. The mentions is phenomenal. Paul Peck, you did not give me a sticker. You gave me a shirt. You gave me a shirt. I don't have a sticker from you. Did not get one. I'm gonna head drop a like there. I mean, this view, delicious, and I say that knowing what exactly I said, Christina. So overall, I mean, you're doing really well. You're blowing up. It's very clear. So, if I had to give a grade, I've been giving a lot of praise. You're following a lot right. You're working with Daryl, so I'd hope. So, honestly, if I had to give a grade, it's pretty easy. We'll go in here for the A+. Congratulations, Christina. You got the coveted A+. I want to be audited, says Adrianzo12. How do we get reviewed? So free reviews are always there. And I will go ahead and add you to the queue. You are added, but we do have a queue, and you can kind of see where you are in the queue if you're like wondering, oh, will Andrew ever move on? No. But congratulations, Christina. You got the A+. So Star UK Star TV. I am unsure if you wanted me to look at Urban Explorer, aka Neil says C+. That is fair. So lifestyle in UK Star TV, Thai life in Britain. I know you are focusing on your Thai audience. You speak Thai very well. That is your core, and I love how you're focusing on your language. As I've said in the past, when it comes to looking at your channel, it's hard for me to give it a fair review on the translation because I don't speak Thai. So that makes it a little more difficult, but I do know you know what you're doing. You've had a lot of success when it comes to really focusing on your audience. So for you, again, I would just say really work on the thumbnails. It's something I've given you. Like some thumbnails seem to pop better than others. I don't know if it's what you have written here. Again, the only A+ I've ever gotten, says Christina Smallhorn. Well, I can change the grade. I mean, we can give you an A- if it makes you feel more at home. If you want to, I can change it. It's the first time I've ever had a request. I'll just give you a hard time, Christina. But again, lifestyle in the UK Star TV. So let's just look at the community because you do have it. Stay at home, #with me, perfect. Using trends in a very good way. You have good engagement here, using the community tab well. Again, maybe poll the audience you have. See what you can do. Maybe you can talk about your experiences living in the UK as someone from Thailand, kind of how the situation is. You know, you have a unique perspective on it. 30 Days Review says the only thing I'm not a fan of is the pattern in the background on the channel art. Kind of messes with the eyes, but looks good. Neil says she will kill me. Well, I'd probably deserve it. But overall, I would say that I don't think there's much I can say when it comes to the language. I can only say that make sure when you're making your thumbnails that I see some are a little cluttered, some are a little more straightforward than others. Just make sure it's easy to read, that when they see it on a smaller device, it's clear what the video is about. Again, it comes down to the language. I know, like, when I've seen your channel, you do really well. Adrianzo12 said, oh, dope, they added a share button to the community tab. So yeah, if you didn't know, right here, you can share. You can share a post. So I think it's just like a repost. But yeah, a lot of people are unaware of that. So thank you for pointing that out. Overall, though, if I had to give your channel a grade based on kind of the branding, the thumbnails, kind of want to look at what's been working for you, is I like how you're on the Stay Home initiative. I think for your audience especially, that is going to matter because you're speaking to them in your natural tongue. You're really keeping true to who you are, and I love it. I'd say just keep creating the content that resonates with them. And overall, you know, I'll give you a B, an even B for Britain, because you understand your audience very, very well. Better than I do. Oh, now the fancy you know what? I'm not going to that's what I get. I was like, yeah, I got a fancy new transition, could not get it to work, and now it has a mind of its own. The Sabby BG Show. Hi, Andrew. We appreciate a channel review. Thank you so much, Sabby BG Show, for the $2 super chat. You are added to the queue. So I'm so sorry for all the free people that are like, yes, I'm right there. And then, I'm so sorry. You know, but you gotta learn. Star UK, Star TV, thank you so much for always supporting, always being such a good person, being very involved, not only here, but on TubeBuddy. And I always appreciate seeing you. Keep doing what you're doing and keep inspiring others in the way you do. Transitioning back, Beanie Draws. Look at this wise guy. What does he want me to say? I can't draw dinosaurs, but I can look at channels. So, Beanie, stay calm and let's draw an Indoraptor together. Now, I know for a while you were focusing on the shorter videos. I mean, comparatively, as long as you put out content, that really is kind of what matters. That consistency is what we always want. So, Star UK Star TV says, thank you so much. I know it's hard with the language. I appreciate it. But, as you see, Beanie is your favorite dinosaurs, best of the best T-Rex drawing, Spinosaurus drawing tutorial collection, best size speed drawing videos, Velociraptor tutorial collection. I mean, searchable, really talented in what you're doing. I've been given water from my very kind girlfriend. Thank you, Tiffany. Woo, there goes my voice. Beanie recently crossed 25,000 subscribers. Welcome, Midnight Madness 4x4. Hey, Neil, Beanie, and Andrew. Great to see you in here as well. I don't know if you can tell, but every time I smile when I see friends. It feels good because not being able to go out, it gets to you. So, Beanie, you're doing great. I mean, this is one of those things where I guess we're going to get nitpicky. Hashtag nickpics. That's based on Nick Nimmin, because I once said nickpick instead of nit. I mean, come on. Look at this. Can't really beat it. The only thing I would say for you, Beanie, and this is something I'd experiment with, is maybe try putting some hashtags relevant, like hashtag Indoraptor. I've been doing some tests on it. I know that for some, again, hashtags are hard to recommend because they're made mostly for a viewer than they are for the users, and a lot of times that a hashtag can bring people off the content. But before you, because you are doing these, you could maybe do hashtag Indoraptor drawing. I think you could dominate the hashtag for it. And that goes for all of the different ones you do. However, can we appreciate this targeted ad on Beanie's content? Learn to draw from scratch. What a good ad. The only thing I'd say, Beanie, is an easy thing you can do is link to your Indoraptor playlist you have, right? Like you can put that anywhere in this video. Maybe look in your analytics, look for the dip, just add it there. Beanie is crushing it. Beanie draws art that you can draw. Beanie, I have to give you an F. I can do a lot of things I can't draw. I'm joking. I'm just giving Beanie a hard time. But I like that. I like the art that you can draw. Beanie draws art that you can draw. I love it. I love the highlight. I love the new banner, by the way. I love how it's just your drawings. It's simple. It's beautiful. Your drawings are displayed in such a great way. You crush in a way that I wish I could draw as well as you. I love it. So, Beanie, the channel banner is looking great. I know you've been testing a lot. I know you are really active. Welcome, 3D Plastic Fantasy. Great to see you in here as well. Love seeing so many different people. So, Beanie draws art that you can draw. I mean, Beanie draws, right? We can give him an easy A. And I'm going to give you a plus, Beanie, because I just love the development. Made the banner less kid-friendly. I don't know if it's less kid-friendly or just I think it looks even more amazing. I love how the pop-up color is yourself. I think it looks great. So, we have from Adrian Zoe, Beanie, do you sell banner art? Beanie, if you do, this is a great opportunity. So we have White Rice up next. I gotta be honest, White Rice. I'm gonna be very honest with you. You get an F. I'm not even gonna look at the channel. I'm a brown rice guy. How dare you give me your complex sugars and your white rice? I can't look at this channel. Sorry, F-. Jokes aside, let's take a look at the channel. So I love this banner. I think it's so cute. The only thing, it's a little hard to know what you do. I would assume an anime channel on this. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's the only thing here. As I look at the videos, I don't see a channel trailer. I see are you gaming? Because I see Let's Play. Okay, so you're a Let's Player, I'm assuming. I'm gonna go with Let's Player. People are team white rice in this. Ugh. If you knew how many bags of brown rice I had, you'd be disgusted. Look, they are like 60 cents at Target, and I buy like 20 bags of 1 pound brown rice. My card is way too heavy for it, but I can't pass up a brown rice deal. Team white rice, get out of here, John. You're wrong. You're all wrong. I'm just joking. Gaming for sure. Yes, sir. Again, I didn't necessarily get gaming from this banner, but one idea, if you drew this yourself, is maybe this would be so cute and cool. Maybe the different games you're playing, you could have your character giving each one of them white rice. That'd be cool. It'd show the games you play, and it could be let's play, sharing the rice together. I don't know, something like that. Major sad face over here. Getting over it, let's play. So one thing I'd say, and I did have a let's play channel for a time, I still do, I just have had no time to focus on it, is that getting over it, let's play, I would really describe this well. He hasn't looked this up in a while, folks, so we'll see if I'm still ranking for it. Half-Life 2 Let's Play. Bam, my gaming channel still ranks, even though it's really syntax that should honestly show up only for the first one. But I still rank highly, and if you notice, it's because it's all the games. That's why. It does make sense. But the reason is whenever you're doing Let's Play videos, and I do have some authority here, believe it or not, I do. This is one of the very few times I can be like, ah! But one thing you want to make sure is that you give them a very good description. So you have Astroneer, Let's Play. Describe that. Let's Play Astroneer. Don't know how you'd write that. But it's something that you can describe this. If it's a blind Let's Play, maybe you've played this game before, just describe the game accurately, how you're playing at it, and that can be searchable and discoverable. Let's Play channels especially can grow very well. It's just something you have to make sure. I see Terrifyingly Low Haunted Gas Station. So I see I want to be original. Some of these, I guess I'm confused because I'm not sure if it's a Let's Play channel or like review channel. Adrian Zoe 12 says, here's a tip, going incognito. He's absolutely right. So if you don't want to see biased results, because it does give you biased results, you can go incognito, look up the same thing once again. Let's see if I'm still ranking. Let's play Half-Life 2. And yeah, sure. Now I'm still on the page. I'll give myself that. We're just a little further down. Honestly, all the games complete. I actually need to change that because Alex came out, and that makes me a dirty liar. But you know what? I could not predict the future. So that's a great tip from there. Those are the name of my drunk streams, says White Rice. Right, some of those are update videos. So I would actually make a playlist for the updates just in case people want to know. Since you're a Let's Player, first and foremost, just really focus on the description here. Let's Plays especially are very search dependent if you're small or starting out. So when the smaller you are, the more important it is to focus on the SEO because you're interested in the game, but you got to get other people that are interested in to want to see you too. So let's actually break down a video. I'm just going to let's look at one that's a little more recent. Okay, this one, we'll look at the first one here, right? Adorably Terrifying Space Adventure, Astroneer with Guilty Medic Part 1. So if this is a Let's Play, I would maybe focus a little bit more on the searchable part. I'd put Let's Play Astroneer with Guilty Medic, Adorably Terrifying Space Adventure Part 1. And looking here, you don't have info cards, there's no pin cards. If you have a playlist of this series, I'd put it in the pin card. Easy, yeah. So SEO is very simple. People they overthink it. SEO is focusing on a keyword, bringing that keyword, so in this case, Astroneers, and finding things people are searching for organically around it. So let's go ahead. I'll break it down because there might be other people. Astroneer. First, I'd avoid a one-word tag. I would look up Let's Play Astroneer. Just start there. From here, we can break this down. So I see that the barrier to entry is pretty high. There's about 780 monthly searches. one thing you could do is maybe go let's play Astroneer. Maybe this is multiplayer. I don't know. So multiplayer. Again, the more specific we get, and boom, it's a little more achievable. The search volume's good. This is the weighted score. I do need to mention. This does require TubeBuddy Pro or higher. I want to make that clear. But when I look here, a lot of these videos on the multiplayer, they all kind of look the same, although Delgar3 here has really found a good trend for him. I'm not sure if he's targeting that or she. But depending on what you're doing in the video, you just need to look for what people are looking for. Welcome, Jesse Hughes. It says, yeah, it helps to just search on YouTube. Again, when you're using SEO through TubeBuddy, it gives you a great option to really dive deep in what people are searching for. Similarly to YouTube, it also gives you more information and stats. I work for TubeBuddy in full disclosure, so I'm biased. But another thing I'm seeing here is your description. The first 200 characters should, again, be actively describing your video in a way that people are looking for it. This is compelling, but it's not that searchable. And the problem is, unless people really know your channel or somehow stumble across you by praying to the recommended algorithm, it's going to be a lot harder for you to be seen. So just learning a little bit of SEO can really help you do well. Again, if I go back to let's go into incognito once again, because I like showing this because it matters. So if we go to YouTube, let's play Portal 2. So I'm not sure if I still am. There was a time. Oh yeah, right here. We Can Game. A little further down the page. Again, I haven't. More people have come out. I don't upload as much, but still, I rank on the page. So if people are like, I don't like any of these. Oh, I get a lot of views from these, and it's just because it's focusing on what people are searching for. So yeah, that is what I'd say. So white rice, it's not bad. I just say focus on the Let's Plays, make it a little clearer for new people, because again, this is cute, but it doesn't tell me much about what you're doing on the channel. So maybe find a way to incorporate that a little more organically. I see you have a Discord. Hopefully you're promoting that here. I'd say overall it's not bad. Just make sure that you are really keeping that in mind. If I were to give you a grade, just kind of what I'm seeing, I see a lot of the ideas here. It's just really bringing them in. Another thing is, and this is hypocritical for me because I haven't finished my series, but try to finish the series. And like if something's starting to hit, maybe just kind of keep going on it. Because what I'm seeing here is like Astroneer, like there's kind of breaks, right? And if something starts working or you start getting views, like start keeping on that. See where it goes. So Hello Kitty says, hey Andrew can I be a moderator? I actually, that'd be a negative. Sorry about that. I basically do it if I know you well and I can trust you. Moderator has a lot of power, so just want to make sure I trust all the mods. Also, I've never seen you in the chat before. So, yeah. So Adrian Zode 12 says, so the banner should represent what we do. The banner should be a reflection to new users who have never seen your channel. It should be an easy thing so they can see it and go, oh, that's what they do. Yes. So yeah, that's just an easy thing we can do there. I don't want to forget a grade. I'd probably go for C even. So with that, white rice, thank you so much for letting me look at your channel, and thank you RPM Nexus for the $5 super chat. Speaking of the bargain reviewer RPM Nexus, that is a change. When did you make that change? So can you tell I haven't done reviews in a bit. So the bargain reviewer RPM Nexus tech reviews and tips uploads every Monday. Clear. I know when you're uploading. You're doing tech reviews and tips. Only thing I can say, and this is just because it's so good now, is maybe you could put the bargain reviewer RPM Nexus helping you. I'm assuming it's bargain based, so helping you find the best bargains with tech reviews and tips uploads, just something like that. Very simple. Hello Kitty says, Andrew can is the mod is free or not? Being a moderator is free. I just kind of have to know you. But if you're asking for a channel review, of course we do free channel reviews. We are almost to the free ones. I think the Savvy actually should be up a little more because they actually gave a super chat. I don't remember if you did as well, Sav Fam4, so sorry. So shoot, I was going for a B minus. LOL. Well, thanks, man. Again, White Rice, one thing to keep in mind is you can always get better, and I want to see you get better. I have to give what I honestly feel, and hopefully you understand that. Now, similar to what I've been saying, maybe you can put recent uploads, the bargain reviewer RPM Nexus recent uploads, or if there's like a very common theme in your channel, you can easily do that. I see you have review, tech tip. I see a clear distinction. Black Web product reviews. You will see all the Walmart exclusive Black Web products that I reviewed. Love it. I love the products, and they are all extremely cheap for a type. The only thing I would say, just to help the SEO here, is I love Black Web products, and they are extremely cheap. Again, just really honing in on the SEO around that. But that makes sense. Very clear. I get the black as a theme. Maybe make the product stand out just a little bit more if I were to give a critique. Bargain tech reviews, love it. I mean, this is looking really good. Bluetooth speakers, one-of-a-kind tech. So good. Gosh, it looks so good, RPM Nexus. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I like this. Random cheat tech I bought from Wish. I mean, this is really good hub content. I like the views I'm seeing. It seems like you really found your stride in what you want to do on the platform, and I love what I'm seeing here. However, I'm being too positive, I think. Let's go where I care about. Favorite YouTubers. I see some familiar faces here. Not on this favorite YouTubers. F. We're done, folks. I thought you were doing great. F. That's all I can say. I'm joking. Again, if you've been around, you'll know I like to have a little bit of fun on the reviews. Not an actual F. Let's actually look. But what I want to see, similar to what we had with 30-day reviews, I want to see how good the SEO is. Andrew 8 and 9 Bluetooth vulnerability 2020. Very important stuff. Oh, beautiful. Oh. The bargain reviewer RPM Nexus. That is what I'm talking about. But let's see how consistent you are now. Gotta be a little difficult here. Again, that's looking good. Oh man, it's really coming around. All right, I gotta say it. I'm impressed. A lot of growth, a lot of good development. However, I'm going to really bring this one through a fine tone because you were very generous. You gave White Rice a spot above you. I appreciate that and I respect that. And thank you so much for the super chats. Hopefully you can enjoy a little bit of the humor we have. I like to think we have a rapport. So as I look here, I want to see, let's see if you have it on your channel. So, I might actually be wrong, but I'm not. My intuition was right. Now I'm joking. So I guess what I wanted to see here is your community tab. Been crazy. All right, you are posting. I guess what I would say is I'm seeing low engagement. You have a couple of votes. Keep figuring out what works on the community tab. Again, point to it if you have to. Community tab, what I'm finding is so important. RPM, the bargain reviewer RPM Nexus says it's all because with TubeBuddy. I don't know, that's awesome to hear. I mean, this is just looking so good, so really, really good. I want to see how you're looking on your channel tags. Oh, so let's go there. Again, that's great. The only thing I would say, just to kind of keep in mind, is keep your playlist as channel tags, right? So I would do Black Web product reviews as a channel tag because if people are looking for that, that makes sense. Bargain tech reviews, I think you may already have. Yeah, you have that. And so just make sure you have those playlists in there. Again, this is so good, dude. It's really, really good. I mean, this is so easy. It's an easy A. That's all I can say. It is so improved. Now, you do get I'm giving a lot of pluses today. People are really showing up, stepping up. And that's what I like. Don't look at my channel track. Trust me, you don't want to see them since Midnight Madness 4x4. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Water is important. I gotta say, it looks so good. RPM Nexus, way to show up. All right, the Sabby BG show is next. So the Sabby BG show, #1 Desi interview channel. The Sabby BG show, for behind the scenes, follow the Sabby B show on Instagram. Weekly videos, click to subscribe. Great. Clear? I mean, if I'm interested in the behind the scenes, there's a place for that. You've identified that you want to make your Instagram that. I love that. #1 Desi interview channel. Subscribe. Great. We see the host, I'm assuming. We can see weekly videos. Subscribe. Pretty strong. So there's a reason to subscribe. There's a reason for the Instagram. It's really, really good. So Des Does Gaming asks, how would one get a channel review here? So we have the paid super chats, always take the priority, but we are about to get into the free reviews. So you have been added to the queue. All you gotta do is ask. Hopefully, that is what you wanted. So, what Americans know of India? The quiz. First of all, very searchable yet compelling title. Love that. Very, very good. What foreigners think of India. You have a very, very clear, you've identified what's been working on your channel. You have a playlist that is set up so well to go around that topic. You have best of Sabby BG, you're Indian abroad. Love that. Shows the best. You know if people are searching for you. You have a, oh God, that is so good. 197,000 subscribers. The only, like, I guess, and I'll triple check this, is looking here, like the Sabby BG show. What do Americans think? Uploads. I might put this a little higher just because if people want to see your more recent stuff, it's a little hidden. The Bargain Reviewer RPM Nexus says, I've had a ton of help from tons of creators, Nick's tips, Hybrid, Midnight Madness, and Neil, and the best SEO tool, TubeBuddy. I guess my tips mean nothing in the grand. Cried here. Sabby BG is rocking it, says Christina. Could not agree more. 24/7 streams to some great channels until now. I disagree. I think this looks really good. So overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I guess, like I said, this is a little low for the more recent stuff. What Pakistani people know about India makes sense. Again, really clear identification of what's been working. So there's a lot of quiz-based content. People might know you for other things, but actually SEO looks pretty good from my standpoint. SEO is on point. The title here is good. Subscribe link, doing a lot right. I mean, I can't complain. Like, just seeing what I'm seeing, it looks really, really good. So, overall, I mean, I guess a critique, if I were to even give one, is, let me just check. Go for that verification badge, man. You're at 100K plus. Go for it. Hey, Andrew Candace, changing the channel name slightly after getting the check removed? Yes, absolutely. So, that is a good question. If you change your name from whatever you had it verified as, it will be removed, and you will have to reapply. And trust me, you don't want to lose that. And I also get a lot of comments on my how I got verified before 100K video. So just to answer the question, if you do change your name, you will lose the verification badge. So when it comes to a grade, let's go, Sabby. And it's easy. It is an A plus. I mean, oh, changed my name very recently. That's why you lost it. Well, I guess I gotta be with the times. A plus to an A minus. So since you've lost your check mark, I also gotta lose the plus sign. I mean, we gotta be consistent. No, I'm joking. It's actually an A plus, but you have a great channel. There's really not much I could say. The only thing I'd be worried of is you got a lot of views, so I'd be curious if you're doing calls to actions to subscribe. What's the success rates on it? Things like that. That'd be the only thing I'd like really check. But other than that, I mean, it's really good. Dang, had my notebook out ready to take notes. Only note, add playlist tag to channel tag, says the market reviewer RPM Nexus. Well, here's the thing. You want to know the honest truth on what you need to do now? Create more content that hits with the audience. And if it's not hitting, consider if it makes sense to not create content like that or add more. It's going to be up to what you make now going forward. So you've identified things that work. It's just kind of figuring out what does and doesn't moving forward. But the Savvy BG show, great channel. I mean, there really wasn't much for me to say on it. You clearly have a good idea of what's working. You have good hub and hero content. The only thing I would say is make sure people can see your more recent stuff clearer, and make sure that you're having good calls to action, things like that. Other than that, let's get down to the free channel reviews. I know it is taking us a bit. Arjun Pai says piano covers, classical, pop. So hopefully I am pronouncing that correctly. I mean, very clear. We have piano covers, classical, and pop. If you're into covers, that's really good. So most annoying pianist, I'm assuming this is a sketch. We have some covers. So when you're doing covers, one thing you're going to have to keep in mind is that it's a very competitive market. However, when it comes to doing them, you can find success. There is ways to have good SEO on it. You're just going to need to keep in mind, it is an uphill battle. But because you have a love for piano playing, because I can tell just seeing here, that's what's going to keep you going through it. Now, I would like, because you've told me you have classical and pop covers, I would like dedicated playlists to them. You may have them. You do, but they're not on the homepage. Be sure to add them. I would go to the About. Andrew Can learned from you guys and TubeBuddy, changing my complete thumbnail strategy and using A/B testing of TubeBuddy, as well as upping my game with Jim, my Kimmit sort of show now. Well, that's great, and I'm glad you're finding success. That's awesome. I'm glad you're finding a lot good with TubeBuddy, and thank you for using our tool. Looking here now, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. I will be making pop and classical piano covers. If y'all have any pieces you want me to play, be sure to leave a comment. So because you do not have the community tab yet, a great thing you can do on all your videos going forward is put a card in a poll on the next song you might want to cover, and then you can have that going forward. 5 Seconds of Summer Wildflower piano cover. This one seems to have done a little better. I'm going to go ahead and drop you a like. So let me look here. 5 Seconds of Summer Wildflower piano cover. Like, let's just see what is here. The barrier to entry actually isn't that high. And I see that you're ranking. So 5 Seconds of Summer Wildflower piano cover is actually something you didn't type in as a tag, and it's very clear. I mean, it's just another way people might look for this exact thing. Good morning, Doug Hewson. Welcome to the chat. Great to see you as well. But that's just a very simple suggestion. Another thing I would say is, because it's on your channel, I guess maybe this part right here isn't the most necessary. I would just kind of maybe instead say 5 Seconds of Summer Wildflower piano cover, and then maybe something that can entice people to click on your cover specifically. Like, if I look here, your piano covers are doing really well. It seems that's what you're into and are good at. One thing we have at TubeBuddy that can really help is making sure you're following YouTube's best practices. Like, just make sure you pin a comment. Because this is a pop cover, you can say, thank you so much for checking out 5 Seconds of Summer Wildflower piano cover. If you're interested in more piano covers, check out this. Ooh, 3D plastic fantasy. If you think SEO Studio is the best new feature you've seen, you ain't seen nothing yet. And when I can talk about it. When I can talk about it. But yeah, from what I'm seeing here, this looks good. I'm just gonna like scan through, and what I mean by that is I just kind of want to see, are you doing the things like, hey, if you want more piano covers, subscribe. Oop, gotta mute that. Don't want a copyright strike. I don't think I will get it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it when I scan through. Just make sure like you're doing the general YouTube stuff, like saying please subscribe for more, put playlists, put cards, just make it easy. I don't know what you're talking about when it says it does not help with SEO question mark. If you're talking about the new TubeBuddy tool that we have coming, it's not SEO related, but it is important. All the same. All right. If I were to give you a grade here, I would just say feature a lot more of the stuff you have on your channel. Let us know when the piano covers are coming out and keep going. Oh, sub at the end of the screen. So the reason I would say include that at the beginning as well is that a lot of times people don't make it to the end. So just put it further in the beginning so that it's a reminder for them. And it's something very easy. Oh, no, I would, okay, putting the name of the channel. I wouldn't recommend putting the name of the channel at the end because if people are looking for that, that's a great example of where you can make that a video tag, but it's taking valuable space in the title. So, yeah. I don't know why my nose is very itchy today. But overall, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. It's very clear you are a good piano player. You have a lot of room to grow. Just make it easier for people. And you're going to keep hearing that, but just make it easy on yourself, folks. If I had to give a grade, I'd give a B-. I think there's a lot more you can do. Like, talent-wise, it's not a problem. You have a decent idea of SEO, and like you're clearly finding some success. Just keep working on it. Keep your piano playing up. Keep doing those covers, and work on the SEO. So that is a very clear B- to me. So thank you so much for the opportunity to look at your channel. Ooh, here we are now. MS Life Mastery. Don't just live with MS, master it. I love that saying. For people with MS, this is amazing. Like, this is going to speak to them incredibly. Don't just live with MS, master it. A way to include maybe a schedule. Teaching you, learn how to master it with one video a week or something like that. Also, maybe include yourself. Just makes sense. I would also say for you, maybe as a channel trailer, you can have a video that is your MS story. Again, if I am insensitive on this topic, I would first like to apologize. I'm just giving ideas based on what I think would be searchable. I'm not saying that you have to do these things. So I just want to take that time to clarify, and that this is your private and personal story. So whatever you feel comfortable sharing, you can share. Eric Waite says, Urban Explorer, how are you doing? So you said your channel is terrible. I don't think so. I just think, looking here, some more playlists would be good. I would say when I look here, I want more videos displayed. I want a channel trailer. MS Life Mastery is a community where people can gather to know they aren't alone. Share experiences and discover how to navigate life with MS together. I make videos about living with MS. Connect with me. Perfect. I mean, like, identified your niche. You know who you want to reach. Keep creating the content around that. Make it, I guess, for you, I think these thumbnails look pretty good. I would be curious what their click-through rate are. And I'm just going to look here. This is something... Eric Waite says, where I come from, MS means Master Sommelier. Well, you see, I lived in Mississippi from a time. So for me, MS stands for good old home in Mississippi. Now, if that is offensive, I lived there for majority of my life. So if anything, I can say I learned that accent. I was not too far from Louisiana, where our very own Christina Smallhorn is located. I lived not too far from the Gulfport or Biloxi. WLOX TV was our local station, and man, if I do not miss it every now and then. However, more serious, MS can mean a lot of things. But that is something I didn't think of. So it is good that that was brought up. So transitioning. I want to look at the tags, because one thing I'm seeing here is I might change how I would have titled this. I might say, how to control your bladder with how to control your overactive bladder with multiple sclerosis or MS, whatever is more searchable. You have, make sure you're following all these. So have info cards, add end screens. Make sure you pin a comment. Andrew Can was saying that to every cash register in Melbourne. Well, that is true. So I'm curious. So how to control an overactive bladder. That might be, this is just from the SEO side. So it's actually not that competitive. You're so close to being the entry point video on here. So how to control an overactive bladder. I mean, this is the thing. If you make this video, how to control an, like, maybe you put that towards the front, how to control an overactive bladder with multiple sclerosis. Oh wait, I could just look. I'm like, man, why am I trying to guess how to spell this? This can be that, and it can rank for multiple things. And again, there are not one-to-one matches, right? So like you really, and here you're ranking number 14. So here's the thing. You're not ranking for any of these tags, but here's one I found you were able to rank. Now keep in mind that, as mentioned by earlier, that because you're in a browser, you get suggested results. With TubeBuddy, I have incognito mode results. So I'm seeing this as I would as an user who is not logged in. Thank you, incognito results. So that is just a simple change you can do, and you can rank to how to control your bladder, and it focuses a little bit more MS. Adrian Zo 12 says, is that TubeBuddy? It is. I'm like happy crying right now. I'm so thankful. Absolutely not. I'll share whatever. Well, I'm happy I'm able to help. And Adrian Zo, yes, this is TubeBuddy right here. Within it, we have our Keyword Explorer, SEO Studio. Some of this does require the paid version of TubeBuddy. I'm doing my best to mention what the paid features are. If I do, some tools are paid. So keep all of that in mind. As I look here, though, I mean, just these minor changes. Again, MS is what the channel is about, but my idea strategy for you would be, this is what the video is about, which is how to control your bladder. The angle for you is how to control your overactive bladder with the living with multiple sclerosis, all that. It's not video specifically enough. Another thing I would say is looking here in the description, get control of your bladder with these tips that actually work for me. I would put that, I would put the title naturally in this again. So how to control your bladder with MS with these tips. Learning, and then that's where you can be like, getting control of my bladder again with these with tips that actually work for me. Again, it's just working to get it to be better. So it's finding it. When it comes to writing a description, people are like, well, I want my audience to read it. YouTube has come out and said only about 10 to 15% of an audience reads and clicks the show more on a description. But guess what? YouTube 100% of the time is looking at that description. So it's great that you want to do it for your audience. However, the bigger game and the bigger advantage for you as a creator, and it's marginal, but those small tweaks over time can bring big success. So I get passionate about it because it's such a small change, and that's how you get better. Small changes over time lead to big changes and growth. Looking at you, the bargain reviewer, RPM Nexus, and you too, Christina Smallhorn, and Neil, and Beanie, and man, so many good people in here today. Neil, thank you so much for your time. He says, right, I have to go, Andrew Can. Thank you. Neil, thank you for your time. Eric Wade says, due to the current predicament, I've been posting every day. We've got a captive audience right now. And that's good. Do what's working for you. keep them captivated and keep them coming back. I'm going to drop a like here. Just some SEO stuff you can do. So Star UK Star TV says, I always click see more. You're part of that 15% like I am. I always do that whether I'm reviewing a channel or not. So, MS Life Mastery. How do we see the list of people? It's pretty much up here in the tab. I'm sorry, you are literally next though, AdrianZo12. Hey all, Gear Vlogs, congratulations on your recent subscriber milestone. She's been killing it. But if I were to give you a grade, MS Life Mastery, you're teaching people how to master MS one upload at a time. I mean, you can use that as a slogan too. But I would say, because you're working on it, you're really going and you're working on getting much better. I would say I'm gonna go C+ to B- because I can see there's room for improvement. Really hone in on the SEO, because that's how you're gonna find new people. And the more people you can get in, the more kind of hub videos you can do, which goes into SavFam for Sav's question, which is, when should you premiere a video? Now, there's different advice on premieres, so depending on who you talk to. My stance on a premiere is I only want to premiere a video that is considered a hero piece of content. And that means it's a content that can go beyond just my core audience. Now, whenever you're doing a premiere, you need to make sure you're promoting it, that you're getting the word out that, hey, I'm going to be in the chat, I'm going to be with you watching this video. So there's a lot of different ways to premiere. It's whatever works best for your channel. What we found at TubeBuddy to work the best for us is new tools, premiere those. People want to know what they are, they want to see, and we can be there. But again, it's based on your audience. Like AdrianZo12 just said, I don't like premieres. If you don't like them, then don't do premieres. If you do, and your audience reacts well to them, try them out. So, hopefully, MS Life Mastery, you're not crying tears of sadness. Those are happy tears. Because you got a C+ to B-. There's so much room to grow, and I hope you come back. Solid advice, Andrew Can, says Paul Peck. I do my best. So AdrianZo has been very, very, very patient. So thank you. Thank you so much. I have the paid version of TubeBuddy Mobile. Can't wait for the app upgrade. Oof, if I could show you, I would. Do you know what reasons that YouTube hides comments from other? So YouTube has an official document of what counts as the hide comments. I'm assuming you're talking about on the comments page. So if you want to know how you can get there quickly with TubeBuddy, click the drop down menu. You go to comments. I am on TubeBuddy, so you guys can see the comments we get. But if you're talking about like held for review or likely spam, there's an official Google help article for that. If you Google it, you can, you should be able to find it. MS Life Mastery says, I appreciate your honesty. MS Life Mastery, what is your name, by the way? I'd like to know, just on a curiosity. But AdrianZo has been so patient. So let's take a look here. So I don't know what you're about. I see best budget fly glitch grinder, build for a boat, treasure. I'm assuming Roblox based on that. You have a dedicated audience at least. You have about 3,500 subscribers. If it is bad, I don't turn the for kids or not for kids and just upload my videos. So when it comes to that, that is based on the new changes around the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA. It is still very new and being worked on as we speak. So it is one of those things where if you are not creating content for kids with kids in mind, I'd say turn it off. If your content, you are targeting kids, turn it on. However, I'm not a lawyer. I cannot give you legal advice, and I would recommend checking out other venues and resources for that information that I can give myself. Knowing when you do know things and don't know things are important, and my girlfriend Tiff reminds me of that all the time. So, looking at your channel, AdrianZo, similar to what we said earlier, you know, looking at Angel's EV, when it comes to the vertical, I'm just not a fan because you make your viewer have to really work, and especially on a mobile device. I'm also not seeing descriptions, but your views are really decent, right? So like if you describe these a little better, like that's just something that can get you even more, right? So I see you have popular uploads. Makes sense. Past live streams, again. Glitches in Roblox built for treasure. I would maybe put this higher. Maybe all these like custom playlists you have. Sav V Fam 4 says, just install TubeBuddy. Do you have to make an account? So if you log into TubeBuddy, what's going to happen is it will use your Google account and use the Google OAuth service. So as long as you have a Google account, which you have to have for a YouTube account anyway, just link it to whatever account has your YouTube account. So glitches in Roblox, codes in Roblox, makes sense. I'd put this a little higher. I might, for your banner, say best glitches and tips for Roblox. I'm not sure if you're doing tips, just an example. Not bad. I mean, the thumbnails are really effective. It's clear. You have an example of what you're doing within the video here. You have Rich Fast, part 1. I might consider putting part 2 up. So Maddie Earning Trick says, please help me. Channel under review since 1 year now. I cannot do a thing if you're talking about the monetization review. The only advice I can give you is reach out to YouTube on Twitter. I have no control over that, sadly. So I would also, similar to what I saw in the videos, write descriptions for here. I would also say, when I look at your channel, when I look at the community, you have it. But hey, you have really good engagement. These votes, AFK fam, but no scale tool needed, 50 likes. Hey, this is good engagement. This is actually some of the highest we've seen on the channel so far in the reviews. So good job on this. This is really good engagement. So obviously you have a dedicated audience in the one you do have. Andrew Can, I was thinking of premiering my next podcast/vodcast with a group of panel guests within my niche that I plan to record tomorrow. How much in advance should I promote it time-wise? Gear vlogs, I would say at least 3 days at the bare minimum. If you can do more, that's probably always better, but you don't also want to spam the premiere. I would say if one of the easy promote points for you is that if the other people on the podcast are going to be in the chat with you, like that is a huge reason on why you should promote it. I see Adrian Zo 12 says part 2 is in the workings. Good. So hopefully that answers your question, Gear Vlogs. Community tab is great. Just chilling and doing my video on my tiny phone. I would just say, Adrianzo here, just chilling and doing my videos on my tiny phone, giving you the best Roblox content possible, you know, just making it a little more clear. Work on that and just that way in the SEO side. I mean, I would say that it's clear you have a dedicated audience. It's just, I'd make sure you're doing stuff that can build past that audience. And that's where SEO can really help, just making it really clear to new users. From what I'm seeing, I mean, I'll check some of the SEO stuff. It seems that there's no tags. I would do a lot of these best practices that we recommend at TubeBuddy. How do you pin a comment? That's a great question. So I would have to show this on a video, but that's pretty simple. So let's go to my videos, right? We will just go to my videos on TubeBuddy. We'll go to this one. It's our video that came out today on TubeBuddy. So how to pin a comment is very simple. You go down, you click on these 3 dots right here. Oh, look at MS Life Mastery. You hit this and it'll say pin. So if you go here, it'll give you the option to pin. That is how you quickly and easily do it on someone else's YouTube channel. So let's go Adrian Zo, oh, if I can type, 12. If I can remember the A. So this is another example of why you want to put descriptions, is because if we type in TubeBuddy, you'll see that this is a great example of it. YouTube is looking for exact matches within the video or title of what we're looking for. So TubeBuddy, this bold is not an accident. So when it does that, it's letting us know that TubeBuddy is a match and it's relevant to it. So if we go back to what we saw here for you, just by adding it there, well, since you love them, that's an easy grade. F. All right. Thank you, everyone. Next channel. No, you can use whatever works best for you, even if it's not what I love at TubeBuddy. use whatever works for you. It's clear you have a dedicated audience. It's clear you have that. I'd say just work on the SEO, do the other stuff. Maybe that's not your prime focus and you just want to focus on the content. That's fine. So what I would say on that, if I had to give you a grade, it's probably a C, maybe C minus, just because of some of the things we'd recommend you do are not done. I mean, it's clear you have a dedicated audience. So yeah, just kind of focus on that and really put it towards making sure you get them easier to find your channel and things like that. Look, you got jokes, I can have jokes too. So yeah, unsubscribe from Adrianzo12 if you're already, because he put that in his description. Just joking. But that's just the channel for now. Next is, hopefully you're still here, Des Does Gaming. I love the channel banner. I love the creativity I'm seeing within here. I like how you can see Mario. However, that does make me wonder, and just because Mario Maker is a game out now, it makes me immediately think that. Keep that in mind. I like the blocks here. I would also say, without anything else, all I have is the Mario, so it makes me think you're a Mario Maker channel. I would maybe put other games, maybe your icon up here. Oh, LOL. Des Does Gaming, you are very, very patient, and I thank you for staying this whole time. Similarly, I'm, again, not the biggest fan of the vertical just because, as I said, the amount of work. Also, make sure that you have these. Well, this is your upload, so you won't have it, but because you have 7 Days to Die Alpha, I would put a description for this playlist. Same with Walking Zombies 2. The Beast Inside. It seems like you do horror games and Minecraft and GTA. Okay, so I'm assuming you're a Let's Player. Because of that, I would maybe similarly, because you have this cool idea, maybe feature some of the games on each different letter. That's just a cool design idea. If I look here on the playlist, similarly to what I said earlier, focus on making the games themselves searchable. So I would say when I look here, I see playlists, I see things in this, I see in the About section, hello everyone, Des here, I've been gaming since the early 80s, it's awesome. So I expect to see videos on various indie survival and sandbox games. Again, it's not clear that you're doing that just based on what I've seen in the banner. And so I think you may be interested in seeing, I currently post 3 to 4 videos per week. Generally, every other day, I try to respond to all feedback left on my videos. I'm open to constructive thoughts on how to improve my channel. Well, I'm glad you said that, because you said horror survival, yeah, let's play. Okay. So when I look here, I see all the horror survival stuff. I'd maybe put that a little clearer. I'd put a channel trailer as well. Maybe it's the first episode of your most recent Let's Play, or you make a dedicated one, whatever works for what you're trying to do. What I'd say is keep on putting more descriptive descriptions. Just keep, a lot of the things I said to other people really do apply here. Because let's look at the Beast Inside, right? So you're doing the Beast. The thing is so incredibly scary. Similar to what I told people earlier, is you would want to put the Beast Inside first, the so incredibly scary part second, because you want the compelling element first, the other part second, right? So the Beast Inside, chapters 1 and 2, so incredibly scary. I would say the so incredibly scary should be behind the Beast Inside. I'd also say this is a Let's Play, right? So why don't we go Let's Play the Beast Inside chapters 1 and 2, right? Like, just let's see what we see. So this is probably, if we look here, actually the barrier to entry isn't terrible. You have a decent chance. It's just making sure that, and there you are, actually, you're ranking, but you don't have it as a tag. See, a keyword of sorts. Again, when it comes to tags, they are to serve your title. And the way I use the tags is that if they can, the keywords of the video is what this is about. And this is about the Beast Inside chapters 1 and 2. However, so incredibly scary, people are not searching for that. It's making sure you put the searchable part first, the compelling part second. I see that you have shared it other places. I would always, especially as a Let's Player, want to check out all the videos in a playlist. You put that on every single one, make it so easy. I'd also avoid the one-word tags. They're really hard to rank for, and if anything, they're not going to be as strong as finding a way to re-include the title organically within the tags and in the description. You say here, I've obviously been away from horror games too long because this game is scaring the pants off me. I would say, while Let's Playing The Beast Inside Chapters 1 and 2, it's obvious I've been away from horror games too long because The Beast Inside is scaring the pants off me. That's just another way to naturally include that. So you want to make sure that your title, description, and tags are all in line in what this video is trying to do. And that you have the searchable part, which is The Beast Inside Chapters 1 and 2, first, and the compelling element second, which is the so incredibly scary. I would say that so incredibly scary is okay. I would maybe say this game will scare the pants off you, because that's a lot more compelling than so incredibly scary to me. But again, it's what the audience wants. I would say this is very simple for you to go back and like really just give it a clearer focus. And I'm sure if we looked, we might see a similar thing happening across the channel, right? So like you put, I'm assuming this is getting started with Alpha 18, 7 Days to Die, right? So you might be ranking on some of these, and if not, again, it's just gamer, PC, Steam, all of those are not as relevant as the title could be. So you have decent views here, and you might have ranked in the first week of this being there, but just keep the focus on what the game is, compelling element second, and the better your thumbnails is, because here's the thing about search and SEO as well, and this is something that's not said a lot. SEO is only one part. We can help you be seen in search, but if your thumbnails aren't getting people to click, it doesn't matter if you're showing up in search, because if you're not getting clicks, you're going to slowly fall down to videos that are getting clicks. So Beanie Draw says, with this game will scare your knickers off, be too British. I don't know. I think if I, as a dumb American, no, I'm joking, I would probably click it just because I'm like, knickers, but that's just who I am. It just depends who the audience is when they see it. So yeah, I gave up trying all the SEO stuff and it didn't work. Again, SEO can only work as hard as you work and the effort you put into it. So if SEO isn't working for you, I'd need to take a look at your channel. I mean, I can look and see what you're doing, but it can only work as hard as you do in understanding it. So that's what I'd say there. Also, it just depends. Sometimes your content, the way you make it, some people don't make really searchable friendly content. It's like reaction based, or if other things that would focus on other parts of the YouTube algorithms. So great job, Des. I hope I see you next time. So he notices our improvement in what we listed. So yeah, I would say SEO does work, but it can only work as much, like I said, as much effort as you put into it. I think there's great opportunities for you here, Des Does Gaming. I mean, Mutant Edit Show, it takes on average people 5 years to reach 1,000 subscribers based on knowledge we've gathered at TubeBuddy. Keep in mind that that data is based on the users we have in our system, but it's pretty close to what I've seen and talked to other creators. So it's not going to happen overnight. Like, it took me a while to get SEO down. Like, I've been on YouTube since 2007, so 13 years now, and I know how to do decently well, but it's a skill for sure. So Des Does Gaming, like, I would say really focus on the SEO because it does matter. Take the time to learn it and really focus in on what people are searching for on the games you're playing. Because for 7 Days to Die, right? Like, the first video in this series is going to be the most searchable. Like, that's when people are looking for a Let's Play on a game. They're basically, if they like the episode 1, they're more likely to click on 2, 3, 4, etc. And the reason you want to add the info cards is you want to do that. You want to make sure you're making it easy. So with that, that is what I will say. I'd give your channel, I'm on the fence between a D+ to C-. I'm going to go C-. Just really focus on those things you can do just to make your channel better. So overall, I think you got a good channel, Des Does Gaming. Just focus on those improvements. Look at the SEO. Look at what people are searching for when you're making a new game. and find ways to craft your title to complement that well. But I'd say you're doing so much right. It's really looking good in my opinion. But also in my opinion, it has been quite the stream. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this valuable. I'm Andrew Can, and if I can, you can too.